Hello and welcome to a... What, did I do it wrong? You reacted.
Why did you interrupt that?
I didn't mean to interrupt. I figured he'd just keep going. I didn't mean to interrupt the bit.
Why did you speak then?
I thought I said the wrong thing.
Because we talk under each other constantly.
Yeah, and that's terrible.
Oh. Hello and welcome to A Star to Steer Her By, a Star Trek podcast. Today we will be covering Star Trek Discovery, Season 3, Episode 6, Scavengers. It aired in November 19th, 2020. And my name's Jake. Oh, thank you.
That was awesome. I loved that.
Worked shockingly well. This is Chris.
This is Ames.
This is Caitlin.
Yes, and as mentioned in that
stirring rendition,
we will be covering Star Trek Discovery Season 3, Episode 6, Scavengers. This is our episode 406!
Woo!
Holy shit!
Sharp.
Quite. We've been doing this a long time, kids.
And we're never going to get to stop, because now there's
Oh
Starfleet Academies, and
that's the
5
thing,
Muppet
seasons.
season.
I'm so excited!
We said a couple, like a year or two ago, like, wow, this will never end. They keep announcing more Star Treks. But since then, they've canceled all of them.
Yeah,
it's a little unclear.
And now there's one show that's new in the works.
I mean, I don't think we'll ever... I mean, I think we will catch the Star Trek.
Yeah, eventually, yeah.
And then we'll have to go to
do another show.
a different format. But until then, we still have quite a bit to discover. And in this week's episode, we're discovering a lot about how much Michael Burnham loves killing. But I get ahead of myself. So this week, and she also loves insubordination.
Well,
that
yes.
we knew.
We knew that
from the first episode.
Insubordination is basically her middle name.
So yeah, we remember. If you remember last week, we found Starfleet and we're living in a bubble. And
I suppose that's true.
There's a Admiral Vance, I think, right?
Mm-hmm. I believe it's pronounced Dad.
It's not on the card.
He was on last week's card because that's when we met.
Well, I didn't have last week's card. But anyway, so Admiral Vance, we're having a little we're having a little Starfleet staff meeting with all the captains, and Saru gets to be there out of in his own uniform. They haven't upgraded, I guess.
They did the comm badges, though.
They did the comm badges. Oh yeah.
Oh my god!
For a fucking running gag,
which we were hilariously reminded of over and over again.
Yeah.
If only Linus could have popped into fucking Hugh and Stamets' bedroom while they were talking about.
Linus could have popped into space.
That'd be great. That'd be good.
This isn't the mess hall.
Chris, stop.
Wow, he's broken. That was a lot.
Jesus.
All right. Anyway, I'm gonna do the fucking thing.
Look at it. Look at how perfect.
It's very regular.
You really need
Set
to
your
put a
watch
picture
by
of
that
that up on the internet. It is beautiful.
Yes, let's let Jake do his thing.
Okay. So we're having the staff meeting, and they're like, "Oh man, everything's fucked. We got, you got to go over to this place. It's going to take you months because your ship is slow as dog shit." And Saru's like, "Hey, my ship is fast as dog shit, so maybe I could get there in like 0.5 seconds."
Very different types of dog shit.
Well, it depends on what the dog's been eating, if we're being honest.
It's been eating mushrooms. It's very fast.
Yeah.
What?
Mario.
And the other captains are like, what? And then Vance is like, okay, cat's out of the bag. The Discovery's got this experimental drive that could solve all of our problems immediately, but, we're going to keep it here and not do anything with it unless an emergency happens.
And here's the thing, that's dumb. They could send them on any mission anywhere and then call them and be like, hey, we need you over there. It's only going to take you 0.2 seconds to fucking get from anywhere to anywhere else.
I don't think they can call them when they're too far away.
Well, yeah, the subspace relays are fucked.
Well, either way, they could have Discovery going out placing new ones.
I've ever heard.
True. They should be doing that.
They could do that in one day.
Let's let Jake finish.
So anywho, Vance is like, yeah, Saru, you got to stay here because there's this brewing issue with the emerald necklace, and you're going to have to wait until see if that pops off, and then we might have to send you over there. So Saru's like, okay. And then Book's ship shows up without Book.
With Grudge.
Captain Grudge.
Grudge is flying the ship, and they find a message. It's like, hey guys, it's Book. I'm doing this thing. If Grudge showed up in my ship, it means I'm probably going to be delayed. But don't come and rescue me from the Emerald Necklace people, because I'm probably in prison or something. And Michael's like, okay, well, he did say not to rescue him, and Saru ordered me not to rescue him. Hey, Georgiou, let's go rescue Book. And Georgiou's like, okay, bitch.
I'm already on the ship. We've already plotted the...
Get him, bitch. We're going rescuing. So they do. They steal Book's ship and go find him on this planet that's run by Andorians and Greenies. What are they called? Orions?
Greenies.
So I feel like Greenies is definitely a slur in the Star Trek universe.
Yeah.
The Philly fanatic.
Actually, isn't Greenie a slang term for a drug in the real world?
Maybe. I don't
Greenies
know.
is a type of cat treat.
And dog
Yes,
treat.
yes, it is.
Which is close to what you just
Good for your
said.
teeth.
Yes.
Yeah, but they're not really... Well, some of them. They used to make, I don't know if they still do, these, like, toothbrush-shaped ones for dogs, and apparently those were really not good for dogs.
Oh, no.
They discovered. I don't know. I don't remember what the fuck.
Well,
the
either
deal was.
way, we go to this planet. It's like a prison's work camp. And Book is there, and we see that all the prisoners that are working there have these like little transponders in their necks, and if they go past this shield, it blows their heads off, and we see that very graphically with Book's friend, Mr. Bajoran. And one of the guys that's in the prison, but everybody hates him because he's Andorian, is this Andorian guy who's like working kind of for the bad guys, but they chopped his antennas off, so he's kind of like seems like he's kind of their bitch.
Yeah, he'd been a rabble-rouser, and that's why they did it.
He tried to lead a rebellion, I guess, and then they punished him severely.
Which is, like, hard to imagine because he's such a pussy.
Yeah.
Well, presumably he used to not be. Anyway, sorry, we keep interrupting.
all the non-pussies in the antenna.
So yeah, well, but the thing is, the antenna fucking grow back, and they forgot about that in the show. They also
They
forgot.
keep cutting them. They recut them. That's
Yeah,
all.
that's...
Well, they also forgot that when the Andorians don't have their antenna, they lose their sense of balance.
I thought of that, but Shran had only lost one. He's got both off, so maybe that's why.
maybe.
Anyway, sorry, we keep...
Either way.
Let's let him finish.
Can I finish?
So anywho, Michael and Georgiou are pretending to be shopping for junk or something, but then they get rumbled and they get taken arrest of, and the Emerald Necklace people are like, okay, we're going to search your ship. But then they have a fight and they wrestle, and a bunch of people get shot and beam away, and then they end up just like blowing up the entire fucking camp and blowing up a bunch of shit. They just shoot hundreds of people and then crash a ship into the camp, killing undoubtedly thousands of prisoners. But like a dozen or so managed to escape, so I guess it was worth it. Book escaped. That's the only important part. Yeah, so they rescue Book.
And his friend.
And his friend, although he did get shot quite a bit.
But he's going to be okay.
Well, we'll see about that.
Well, Book says he is.
Well, Book's not a doctor. Although he does have that face glow thing. Back in Starfleet land, Saru's pissed about this, naturally. Oh, we also, we had an extended scene of the fucking comm badge thing, and that bitchy security lady from last week is now like kind of everybody's friend or something. Who knows? And there's a bunch of fucking Linus gags that just were not funny to start with and never became funny, but they still did them like 5 times.
But they did the rule of threes. Surely that means it's funny.
Didn't they do it like 4 times, though? Was it only 3 times? I thought it was kind of funny.
It was.
I like Linus.
Anything with Linus is not fun.
Stop it! I like Linus.
I can't stand
He
Linus.
sneezed in a
talk-
fucking elevator, that son of a bitch.
Let's let Jake finish the summary, and then I'll shit on Linus.
Linus shits on himself. Got him. Got his number.
Fucking drag him. My God.
Anyway, so Saru gives Burnham a stern talking to and says, "Oh, you were my number 1, but now you did a big number 2." And
Number 1 did a big number 2 might be the episode title.
Pretty good.
Yeah,
Jesus.
so Saru gives her a stern talking to, and he
They're there.
demotes her, and now she's just a plain old
Head of a section still.
head of science, but no longer number 1
She's shackled to her console.
for this week at least. No other consequences really, but whatever. And yeah, there's probably other shit.
Adira and Hugh.
Oh
have
yeah,
a heart-to-heart.
Adira, like
No, not Hugh. Stamets.
Yes.
yeah.
I keep
Adira-
doing that for
What's
some reason.
Stamets' first name? Paul.
Adira and Adira's like, yo, Paul, I've been talking to my dead boyfriend, and he's like, I know what it's like to have a dead boyfriend, but don't worry, they come back.
Yeah, his perspective is on the one hand the same, and on the other hand completely unique. The only other person who has their dead boyfriend come back is Dr. McCoy, and presumably Stamets doesn't know about
When
that.
does Dr. McCoy's dead boyfriend come back?
Spock?
The
Star
search
Trek.
for
Oh,
Star
I'm
Trek
thinking
3.
in fucking Shore Leave when Doc McCoy comes back.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
So in which case, both
Yeah.
sides got to come back. There you go.
True.
Anyway, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, that was an intro.
That was fucking nonsensical. That
We
was.
will see what I can
It's-
salvage.
It's actually not that. It's a straightforward
Very.
episode.
Very.
Yeah.
It's another Prison Break episode. We're
Yeah.
used to those.
Yeah.
And
So
there's so much killing, Michael. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
She's having a rough week, you know?
Georgiou's a bad influence.
Very. So
Probably
I will
the
say,
worst.
though, what that does kind of lead into is a thought I had, is that what was interesting to me, the sort of the key takeaway from this episode was, like, they allowed 3 of their principal characters to do different things this week.
Yeah.
In that Tilly was shown as very competent without just babbling. Like, there's that scene where she's with a bunch of underlings. Some guy's like, what if X happens? And instead of going into some kind of crazy manic explanation, she's like, just do X, Y, and Z. And then she has a very serious conversation with Saru. It's
I
like,
love that conversation.
Yeah, like-
Tilly was good.
She didn't just go, I mean, I know about this because I love science.
Yeah.
Sorry,
So,
I
like,
talk too much.
Tilly, we can talk about each season death, we don't list them all separately first. So yeah, Tilly, competent. They let Michelle, remember that Michelle Yeoh can, like, act, and let her do more than just snark. Like, she got to have a sort of serious scene with Michael about, like, my health's going funky, and I don't know how to fucking deal, because I'm from a world where you don't admit weakness. It's, like, nice letting Michelle Yeoh do more than just be annoying, because, again, not her fault, she's just written poorly. And Paul got to be human.
Yeah. I think this is the first time I haven't been entirely put off by Stamets.
Oh, poor I love Stamets.
You love Stamets, you love
you missed
Linus.
the last several weeks.
Here's the thing,
where I was pissed at Stamets.
I don't love Linus. I think Linus is kind of funny sometimes.
Not
But
being
Stamets I
disgusting.
love. Stamets I love. And honestly, Stamets will probably be the only thing, like, having a source of Anthony Rapp at my fingertips at all time will probably ultimately be the only thing I miss about this show.
Yeah, the Linus gag, like...
Unless he dies in season 5 and I just don't know about it, so...
The Linus gag once would have been more than sufficient.
Especially when you time them.
Yeah.
The timing is the most important thing.
Yeah.
Why, when he beamed in the first one, was he seated in the captain's chair? Wouldn't he have been standing wherever he was? Was
maybe
he on the
Maybe
John?
he was on the toilet. There you go.
Well, then he said he was trying to get to the mess hall, so maybe he thought he was on his bed and like, I'm going to go straight to a table.
Oh, this will look so cool.
And I mean, it did if he just didn't admit he hadn't meant to do that.
Yeah, the issue with the Linus character, and I've had this issue since his first introduction, is he is there so that they can pay off punchlines.
Oh yeah,
Which
definitely.
is he's in the wrong fucking show.
Yeah.
Like,
It
it's
should be in lower decks.
He should be in Lower Decks or the Orville. Like, he was an Orville gag when we first met him, and that was
Yeah.
all he was in season 2. Like, I don't think he did a single other thing except occasionally exist. I can tell you nothing about Linus except that, he can lick his eyelids or something.
Didn't he do like girl talk with the rest of the girls at the mess hall one time?
Maybe.
Probably.
Yeah, but that's a group scene. That's nothing about him.
Oh, well, fine.
And in this season, now he's got a new running gag that's there just to be a fucking joke.
I was gonna say, which seems to be just like chronic incompetence.
He's got two things. One, running gags. Two, fucking Georgiou.
Oh, that's true. Georgiou wanted to fuck him.
He's
That's
definitely fucking Georgiou. It was in one of the episodes you weren't on. We can talk about it later.
That's why. That's what he like when he says mess hall. He's actually talking about Georgiou.
That's what he calls her.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, the Tilly scene, because we did want to get back to that.
No, I'd like to talk more about Georgiou and Linus.
Yeah, no.
I'm just kidding.
So yeah, the conversation with Saru.
Okay.
You had said you had more about it.
Oh God. I'm sorry. I'm still on the Linus thing.
Sorry.
Oh,
God
perfect.
damn.
So you want to talk more about Linus and Georgiou?
No, not about the Linus. God damn it. What? Hang on. You can't just tell me start talking.
Sorry, I was trying to get us off of other stuff.
Yeah, I was trying to get us off also.
Well, I was gonna
Linus and Georgiou.
use
Fuck.
that natural segue to talk about the comm badges, but
Sorry.
so I'm going to talk about the comm badges. Fuck
Yeah.
Chris. They never train them on any of the new tech. They just kind of like say, "We upgraded your ship. Here you go," and they're like, "How do you use any of this?"
Well,
and they're like, "We'll trust you to train yourselves."
I think
Bye.
The implication that I was getting was that the new interfaces are so intuitive.
Yeah.
Well, they adapt to you, not the other way around.
Yeah, exactly. You just use them, and whatever you're doing,
It knows what you're
it
doing.
knows your
Is it
intent.
making
and
a
does the
mental
right thing.
link?
I don't know.
Yeah,
maybe.
it's like they said it's been 3 weeks, but the implication does seem to be they're just getting the tech today, so it's a little
The
weird.
detached fucking nacelles are just so stupid.
I don't get it.
It's so stupid. Why?
I don't know.
They claim they're more maneuverable, but also I feel like they'd be a massive liability
Yeah.
because they could fly. Like if something
you
goes
can
wrong,
maneuver 'em right off the
you-
ship.
if like your power ever goes out, or there's some kind of like systems malfunction or an alien attack and they hit you can't put them back on.
No.
Right, actually. If the power fails, what's holding them in place? Wouldn't they just
Nothing.
float off?
It's programmable
It's
matter.
gotta be like an electronic... Oh, is
It's
that what it is?
effectively magic. Just
Yeah.
accept that, it would fix itself.
I mean,
Question marks.
Starfleet does have a history of bad ideas, because like we've said before, like, yeah, it's all fine and good that your brig has a force field, but if your power goes out, your
Right.
prisoner escapes.
Yeah, it's all well and good to put your bridge on the top of the ship, but that makes it a target.
Yeah, it doesn't make any fucking sense.
But in Calypso, the nacelles were attached still. So when's that happening?
It is weird that they gave her an A, because like,
Oh, the Discovery A?
yeah, because it's
Why
like,
is that weird?
Oh,
'Cause
it's the
normally-
Discovery, eh?
and now it's Canadian. It's normally like an A is when you've got a whole new ship that you've given a
Yeah, it's
name
not
to.
a refit.
It would have been like, by that metric, the Enterprise A should have been the motion picture one.
Oh, the
'cause
Enterprise,
that was a
eh?
refit.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
it. Like it's a full gut job. It looks like, but well, no, because the
No,
the
it's
same.
not even. It's
No,
barely changed. They didn't update the sets really. They just
Yeah, no, they completely reskinned her, and they gave her the stupid nacelles for jerks. And I do like the new deflector array and stuff. But
Are
anyway,
we still on the Enterprise or the Discovery?
sorry, Discovery.
Okay, Jesus Christ.
But yeah, like it's weird to give her a letter just because they gave her a major
it's
refit.
because the people that make this show do not know a fucking thing. They didn't. They saw that they probably had a picture of the Enterprise A, and they're like, "Oh, so when they changed it up, they added the A, so we should do the same thing." Because they don't fucking know what they're doing, and they stink.
Aside from the fact they detached the nacelles, I do like the new look. Again, the sort of the new deflector array. Even the fact that the like funny triangular ends of the nacelles look cool. I don't get the detached nacelles thing. It's very strange.
It is.
I couldn't tell you, other than the nacelles, what any differences on the Discovery were.
Yeah, I think she's also a slightly different color now.
Yeah, she used to be
She
like
glows
this,
in the dark now.
She used to be this like brownish.
Yeah, sort of a coppery.
Yeah. Now she's more silvery.
Yeah, I think the one way they've showed like why these what's the word?
Nacelles.
No, not that. But
Damn it.
I mean, it's related to those. Yes, the
redesigns.
the like dynamic, I guess, ships
Okay.
that can kind of detach and flip and whatever. Like
Gives the effects people something to do.
that too. But the one time it kind of makes sense is with book ship, because they do that thing where instead of having to turn around, the ship just disassembles and reassembles itself super quick. Like that, like, okay, sure. But with a whole ass ship where all you have done is detach the nacelles, that's not useful?
But
like
we've
you
seen
said,
all the other ones have it, so...
yeah, it like you said, it feels like a liability. I'm waiting for it to drift away, like, drop,
Well, good news. I'm sure there will literally never be any consequence to this very stupid thing that they've done.
I don't think there ever is.
Yeah, I'm sure
There
there's
is not. Spoilers, no. There literally is never.
Oh, speaking of ships that we see, because, we saw all the ones when we visited Starfleet and saw, oh, look, all the new cool designs and shit.
Mm-hmm.
We go to Hunhao, the salvage planet, and I saw reference that we see a bunch of 23rd century class ships.
Like a Miranda class.
And a Miranda class, and a couple that we remember from, like, early seasons of Discovery. We see one of the...
Hiawatha.
Yeah, whatever the Hiawatha was, whatever that class was, we see one of those.
Yeah.
And I thought to myself, oh, good, we're going to see a huge variety of ships from every era. No, we only see ones that we would recognize. And son of a fucking bitch, we have a whole bunch of new designs. We would have 900 years worth of designs. But no, it's only things we can recognize.
900 years from then, actually all ships just look like Cybertrucks.
With
detachable
the
nacelles.
peak of design was in the 20th
apparently.
century.
I also, like, I get that, real world locations and this, that, and the other thing, but, like, you couldn't have done some kind of something with the special effects to make it not just a cement factory? Like, it just took me out of it so hard. It, like, there is the chute for dumping the rocks, like...
No, that's to dump the salvage now. Yeah, it's the self-stealing stem bolts for that joke.
Like,
right,
guys.
that was the Deep Space Nine reference. I was thinking that there was, like, a really ham-handed Deep Space Nine reference today.
And, like, God, I'd have preferred one of those TOS-ass paintings. That was obviously a painting.
They looked nice. They looked good.
One of those paintings that was obviously
Like the map
The
paintings that they did
Yeah.
for planets.
A bunch of times on TOS.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, that was just what you did, wasn't it?
Yeah,
They
pretty
did,
much.
they did them on TNG and DS9.
They just looked a little
They were a little
better.
Yeah, they could, like, occasionally animate, like, little people walking in and out of the buildings
There was
in the background.
there was some, like, effects of depth to them, whereas, like, the TOS ones were pretty much just flat. Yeah. But that aside...
Yeah, I forgot to mention in the intro that the reason Michael is so hot to get to this planet is not just to rescue Book, but also because Book found...
Her vibrator.
Well, it kind of like... So he apparently found the black box
Right?
from a ship that like blew up during the burn, and Michael has this theory that, the burn didn't take place at the exact same instant.
It radiated from a central
so
location.
if we know what the exact time it hit each ship and where those ships were,
We can triangulate
the origin. So she's like, I just need one more data point, so I need to get this thing the Book has. And, like, literally when we see it, it looks like a fucking...
It's a cylinder.
It's a little, like, pointy, like, cylinder.
It's a fake.
Kind of. And I'm like, how did you hide that thing from the Andorians and the...
Oh, you know how.
Oh, we know.
Yeah, Michael, the burn is an interesting kind of propulsion point. Is that any term of terminology?
Inflection point or...
Driving force.
Yeah, like motivation for the
knew what
season.
There we go.
Yeah, there you go.
Like it's
reason for the season.
It's the MacGuffin of the season. It's discovering what happened with the burn. I'm interested. It's a cool, like, kind of backstory to look into. And the fact that Michael is fixating on it, very Michael. Totally believe that.
But also it means it's actually the most important thing.
Yeah, which does mean it's actually the most important thing. And you can kind of see the writers are doing the thing where they're writing backwards from where they know it's going to go.
Yeah.
When Michael says the Federation can't, like, become united again or, can't, get back to its former glory without knowing what happened in the burn. And my thought is... What the actual shit are you on, Michael? That makes no sense unless you know the end of the season.
Is she always, like, this annoying about
Yes.
finding out? Like, she's like, they canceled Deadwood! We can never be a great fucking Federation again without the true ending of Deadwood!
I would love to see the true ending of Deadwood.
Yeah, me too, but I'm just saying, like, is that how she always is? Like,
absolutely.
about everything? Like,
It's whatever she's working on has to be the most important thing.
Yeah, because I actually thought the same thing. I was like, I mean, I get from an intellectual standpoint wanting to know why it happened.
Yeah.
Because, Jesus, what if it's something that could happen again? We need to be
Definitely
ready for it.
worth looking into.
Yeah, like, I don't dispute that. But linking it to not being able to, like, reunite without knowing.
Unless,
That's a stretch.
Unless she knows it's going to solve the problem of the dilithium. Like, you can't rally and say, oh, we figured it out. It was Q or something.
Yeah, like...
Spoilers for later, guys. But that's not going to fix the problem magically unless your writers make it so.
Well, but
yeah,
I don't know, because, like, they can't, without dilithium, they can't...
Well, right, but she's not trying to find a way to replace dilithium. She's just trying to figure out why it all exploded in the first place, which has happened. And unless finding the source of the burn could somehow undo that, which, you know, there's no reason to assume that would be a thing, it's not like, again, if they were just selling it as she really wants to know because it feels important, or even if, again, like...
It's something for her to do. It's valuable.
Yeah, or if it was even just like, you know, we need to know why this happened, because who knows? Like, a more logical assumption is, this is something that could happen again, and if we can figure out why it happened, we can prevent it from happening again. But the, like, if we don't know, we'll never heal as a people?
Yeah, I think they're
a stretch.
They're confusing, like, collective trauma with personal trauma.
Yeah.
Like, this season is interesting in that it deals a lot with trauma. Like, we see it in the Detmer thing. We see it a lot in, you know, Michael when she, you know, thought that the whole Discovery was going to be gone from her forever. Mm-hmm. The way that individuals deal with trauma make for interesting stories.
Yeah.
Like, a massive problem that happened in the past for you to decide, oh, there's a way that we can collectively heal from that is an entirely different story that you're telling, so it has to be told differently. Yeah.
Like, again, the reasoning for her should simply be, I want to make sure it doesn't happen again. That is something I feel like is easier to sell to the Admiral, except because, again, the show, like I said, wants that to be a theme. When she says it, even he kind of looks wistful, like, yes. And it's like, come on, Admiral, you're sensible.
Also, he was like, it better be the best thing I ever heard. You think this was the best thing he ever heard?
No.
Yeah, I wouldn't think so.
No, I mean, some days it's like, there's chocolate ice cream in the mess. That sounds way better.
And then Linus pops in.
Or the announcement that there's ice cream.
Linus pops in and sneezes into it.
Yep.
Son of a
fucking.
And he's like, I finally found the mess hall! And then someone goes, oh, it's a real mess now. And they all have a fucking big TOS end of the episode giggle.
You know, something I didn't like about this is they've been showing all season pretty much how, you know, Michael's time spent here has made her incompatible.
More independent.
Yeah, more independent. Like, she has a real hard time dealing with any type of authority and just being generally insubordinate. And, like, this is nothing new for her, but it seems to have been really... exacerbated by the situation.
She's used to doing her own thing, and now she had the opportunity to do it without getting reprimanded. So when Sue reprimands her at the end, you're like, oh yeah, this is typical Michael behavior.
I would really have liked to have seen more significant consequences, and because I feel like, oh, you're not my number one no more, and now you're gonna be.
Well, you know, it's not that he's mad; it's just that he's disappointed.
That's my notes specifically state Saru the. Why did I say Saru like that? Saru, the ultimate disappointed dad.
Why did you say it like you were turning into a werewolf? Saru.
Yeah, I know that the ending is great when Burnham, you know, when Saru finally, like, you know, demotes her and Burnham's, you know, says,
You're right.
You're doing the right thing. And I expected just the fucking Han Solo, like, I know.
But, like, it's just, I don't know.
It's
like, we're spending so much fucking time on this.
She should have turned in her fucking comm badge and
That's
left.
what she should have... Like, honestly, that would have been more interesting if it's like, I love the Federation, I love Starfleet, I want to restore it, but I cannot work with these constraints.
Right.
I can't do... Like,
I love that this thing lets me transport, but I'm turning it in.
She should have said... Yeah, like, she could have done... Because that's been done dramatically in Star Trek 4.
The Worf, the Picard.
I have to do this thing. I have to... Like, obviously, I cannot work in
Eddington?
I
was thinking of Eddington, yeah.
You know, I can't work with these constraints right now, but believe me, I'm still going to be here. I'm still going to be helping, but I got to go do my own thing. And then she goes, fucks off with Book, and then we can have some time. She can do her...
Oh, she fucks off with Book, all right.
Yeah, mm-hmm. We can do our burn research, and then bring it back together in the end. And it's like, oh, Michael Burnham, hero of the Federation, solved the burn. You're reinstated as rank Super Admiral.
Ooh, Super Admiral.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the...
Cut to Linus sneezing his way into the meeting and being like, oh, meant to be in the fucking gym. And everyone laughs.
Number one, isn't he?
He tried.
Oh my god, maybe.
Some point he sneezes while trying to transport and just explodes.
End scene. Ames smiles.
Have you noticed that we got new types of dots this week, and they look even stupider than the old dots?
New types of dots?
Oh yeah,
those little floating robots that
fix the hull.
that weld.
Yeah, they're like the 30th century ones, so they're a little sleeker. They don't have the little pig noses.
Yeah, but they got like these stupid. What's the guy from the Power Rangers, the robot?
Alpha 5, maybe?
I've never watched.
I thought she looked more like Eve. They look more like Eve.
I don't know what that is.
Eva.
Yeah.
Oh, from Wall-E?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Wall-E makes sense.
The little shit drone, because we were talking about it a few weeks ago, gave me vague batteries not included vibes.
Yeah, a little bit.
I thought the new dots were a little too close to the old dots, because am I nuts, or was there a scene when we see both of them
they're
dotting
working
around?
together.
And they were the exact same size, and they still had like the eyes and the shape, and it's like, in 900 years, they would be radically different.
In 900 years, it would just be like programmable matter. Like, why would you even need little robots? You just have like little bits of matter programming.
I think they call groups of those dots ellipses.
That's good. Only when there's 3 of them.
Where'd they go? Oh, they trailed off.
Butter me, Hank. I'm on a roll. Roll. Lobster roll.
I wonder, because you're talking about trauma and such, and I do sort of wonder if, like, part of the whole thing with Tilly and Saru is, like, she's still a little hurt, maybe, by the fact that she realizes Michael had kind of given up on them.
But she's back now, and I think...
Yeah, but
I don't know how much they've seen that.
But what I mean, though, is, like, I kind of wonder if, like, knowing that Michael is able to let her go, let her look at the situation more objectively, and not just be like, this is my good friend and roomie, and I need to be an adult about this.
Michael won't be here to save me every time. Oh, wait, yes, she will.
Yeah, but, like, you know, if, like, that moment allowed her to sort of treat this situation with the gravity it deserved.
Yeah,
like,
I know what they're building to with Tilly this season, but also, like, now that I'm kind of know that, I'm seeing, like, they're building up the... Tilly is competent. Like, I know last season or the season before, a whole bunch of times, I've said, like, why is Tilly in the command program training path thing? Like, she is utterly fucking it up every instance she gets.
Yeah.
And now, especially with that conversation she has with Saru, look, we're finally talking about the conversation between Tilly and Saru. When she says, you should report this to the Admiral. Yeah. That's the right thing to do.
Because if he finds out and it's not from you, we're all in horse shit.
Well, there's definitely that, but also, you know, it is... what you as a Captain Saru has to do at this time. Like, we can't be keeping these secrets because that's bullshit in this especially in this current society.
Yeah.
And that,
especially because we only just kind of got their very, like, tentative and hesitant, like, support and trust. Like,
and
you can't,
badges.
Right, you can't pay back that trust by
and
hoping they don't notice, you know?
it contrasts greatly with Tilly. Last season, 2 seasons ago, I've lost track of the timeline. When Stamets was having all that issue with the spore drive and how it was causing him lots of, like, mental insanity.
Yeah,
or
season
some
1.
Shit. Yeah, season 1. And she didn't tell anyone. And I said to myself, like, Tilly, you tell people when there's something wrong with the engineer of your ship.
Well, in season 2, when she's hallucinating,
also
and it takes her weeks to tell anyone.
Exactly, yeah.
Well,
and
she thinks she's hallucinating.
Well, besides which she doesn't. They only because they call her on it, right?
I think she has to have a full-on breakdown.
Yeah, I remember.
She did.
So, yeah, no, she
told them from the hospital bed.
Yes. But yeah, I think, again, even just leading into that scene, though, even just having her very calmly and directly give people instructions, like, yes, good, she's a person, not just a meme. Well done. Because when they write her well, she's a good character.
Yeah, it's true. And then they forget, and then they fuck it up again.
Well, that's for a couple seasons from now. I also mentioned, like, you know, I like Tilly this episode. She seems competent. I liked Stamets this episode, which I rarely say.
Well, because, again, they allowed him to just, like, kind of be human at someone. He got to be, like...
He wasn't condescending to Adira in that scene, and I appreciated that, like, well. I don't think they played the condescending music either.
No, it was like an actual adult conversation.
Does Stamets have condescending music?
Adira has condescending music, and it's really unfortunate.
Every time they have, like, a scene between Adira and anybody, it's like...
Yeah, it's like they would... like they're trying to give her a leitmotif, and it's not the best motif. Maybe they realized it was a bad idea. I don't remember if it ever pops up again. So
It just sounds so... It's
too petty.
infantilizing.
Well, fair enough. Because she's a baby.
Mm-hmm.
With 900 years of memories.
I don't like the character very much.
I think the actor's doing a good job. Though.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
Adira is great. The acting is great, but the character is, I just don't. I don't
like-
know. And I don't know. I don't remember if they ever warm up on me, but I don't think they do.
Yeah, I like the character of Adira. I think that there's a lot of the execution that they do where it's like, you could be doing more with this.
I mean, that's this show in a nutshell,
Yeah,
though.
maybe that's what it is. Because, like, the idea of having someone who now has the symbiont, very cool. Adira as a person, very cool. When they give her anything to do, you're like, why don't you give her things to do?
Okay, I'm going to be fair. That's been Star Trek since Voyager. Like, again, Voyager never allowed itself to live up to its full potential by committing to the Lost in Space bit. Enterprise never lived up to its potential because the writing was trash and it gave into fascism.
Well, arguably, it did live up to its potential. It's just that its potential was not good.
And this, again, there's often moments where you're just like, you're so close, guys.
Yeah, but like honestly, introducing a character like Adira that's got the symbiont, it would be like introducing a character that was an empath and only having them occasionally be like, "Ooh, I think they're lying."
Good point.
Like,
I
goes
sense
back-
nothing, Captain.
Like you've
We know, Troy.
like
we know.
you've introduced this character, you've given them a superpower, and then you totally ignore the superpower.
Yeah.
Well, also they Wesleyify her, I think, because she's
Yeah, a little bit.
she's like girl genius. And
What? The difference, of course, though, is like with
She's
Adira.
tolerable.
That too. She's written better than early days Wesley was. But also, like,
Why would anybody do drugs?
because they are great. Which, by the way, I
you
did
see
check.
Wesley.
Before they were a
Check
dog.
that drugs are great?
Yes, before Greenies was a slang term for an amphetamine.
Oh, nice.
But also, I
odd
think-
choice for your fucking pet treat.
Yeah, it really is. But yeah, like Adira, too, what we don't really know is Adira's girl genius, presumably because of the worm. Like, we know that before, what little we see of her pre-Trill, like pre-Symbiont, is she's an artist mostly, it sounds like. So how much of this knowledge is actually stuff she's gotten from her worm?
But a genius artist.
Well, that's
Everyone
her
in Star Trek is
boyfriend
genius.
being nice. It was...
It was a perfectly fine quilt, Adira.
Yes, which, I mean, for a 15-year-old, really good. But again, when
art class,
when you're that young, and especially you're trying to get laid, you're gonna exaggerate a little.
I made this this ashtray in ceramics class.
Speaking of being that young, either Hugh or Stamets, I want to say Stamets because that sounds more right, calls Adira a tween.
Paul
No, it was
does.
Paul, yeah.
And yeah, no, that's not a tween. A tween is like 11
Yeah.
through 12.
And
And then
one thing,
he was
yeah.
like, she's not going to invite you to her slumber parties.
Yeah, for one thing, a tween I would define as older
12.
than 16, or younger than 16. 16 is too old to be considered a tween.
Yeah, it is.
But also just the fact that term is still floating around
It's because
threw me off again.
Yeah. Yeah.
Paul and friends and the engineering friends are full of like slang that is too current.
You mentioned that last week, and I had like missed it last week, but this week, the bomb.
I saw that
guys,
too!
What?
I was taken so out.
Guys, we don't even know if they're really speaking English.
So that was going to be my joke. Was like, you know what it is? It's the universal translate. It's translating for us. It's,
God.
no, I know, but it is distracting though.
But that's not what the writers are thinking as they're writing these lines.
No.
Actually, so speaking of as far as I know, like we use the term tween now to mean like a middle schooler. Tween goes at least as far back as Lord of the Rings.
The movie or the book?
The book. Because, like, tween is used to refer to hobbits who I want to say are in their 20s. Because hobbits don't reach their majority until they're 30 or 31. And there's a reference to, like, the wild years of the tweens.
But that sounds like another different definition. Of
It is, yeah.
Tween
But
just
it's just,
means in between.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it's just short
But we
for
use
But-
it for tweens because it sounds like teen.
teen.
Yes. So I think what I'm saying is maybe you could argue that by the they're from the 23rd century. In the 23rd century, maybe it means something else. But really, no, it's just the writers being lazy.
Yeah, it's definitely the writers being lazy. And
I also
trying to give everyone like a patter.
Yeah, I've also just never liked the term tween. for some reason. Like, even used properly, it's just, I don't know, there's something about it sets my teeth on edge.
Okay, but here's my question. Would you rather that they used a term that we know, or would you like them to make up some frack shit?
No, just call her a teenager.
Well, I mean, again, they misused it. If she was a tween, she'd be like between 11 and 12.
Yeah, no, if she was...
Which is like...
Again,
I feel like...
you just say middle schooler, which again, we don't know what their schools look like, but it's
and
less obnoxious than tween.
And not to mention that middle school doesn't mean the same thing universally.
I know.
Not universally, but I mean on Earth.
Yeah,
Say
but it's
universally.
An adolescent, young
There we go.
adult.
There,
you
yeah.
know.
Kid.
Yeah. Again,
But
yeah.
Kid, I feel like is younger though. Kid,
Yeah.
I think is 12 and below.
Type of
Eh.
goat.
I don't know. Han Solo calls Luke a kid.
Well, he's supposed to be like 17.
Yeah. But
Right.
it's
A kid, then, is what you're saying.
yeah, but it's meant as like,
Condescending.
yeah,
Yeah.
she's being condescending.
Which is usually what Stamets is doing.
True. Anyway, yes.
I don't think
annoying
Stam-
slang aside.
Yeah, I don't know if... So, like, you ever tell Stamets the Grey situation without literally saying, like, I'm visualizing Grey sitting right here next to me. It's more of a, I speak with him because of the Trill thing, which I'm sure Stamets is internalizing as, this is some Trill mumbo-jumbo, even though, like, he suddenly is, like, the expert on Trill and saying, well, that's not how Trill do, he says to someone with a Trill symbiont, and I nearly flipped the
I
table.
read so many books when we were that
Let me
Trill.
tell you about your people.
I mean, here's the thing.
I read
she's a
Dr. Spock's Guide to Trill.
But she's a human being. She's not a Trill.
It's not a huge stretch to think
she's
that...
got the symbiont.
It's not...
Right. Okay, go on, Chris.
It's not a huge stretch to think that in the 3 weeks that they've been repairing the ship that Hugh read up on symbionts because he's now got to care for Adira as a physician and has told Paul about it. Like, that I'll buy. That he's caught up a little, if only by accident.
Paul paying attention is what I don't buy.
It's Hugh.
Hugh's like, let me tell you about this. And Paul's like, mm-hmm.
He's learned he has to pay attention at least to Hugh.
Yeah, but then when it's a minor condescending thing he does. Like, I mostly didn't mind him this episode, but when he says to Adira, like, my understanding of Trill is this, it's like, okay, dude, you're not the expert on Trill. You should form this as a question and be like, but wait a minute, could you explain?
Like, I think the
I
thing
feel
is...
like
Because
saying-
I wouldn't know.
I feel like saying my understanding is blank is sort of welcoming
yeah, I was going to say,
new
like...
facts.
Yeah, like, my understanding... It depends on how it's sort of said, I think.
Well,
and
this is coming from Stamets, so
Right.
condescendingly.
I think we're so just used to him being, like, the
bitch.
authority. Like, I think in this case, he did mean it just as, like, well, I thought X, but wait. So, yeah.
I love Stamets. Y'all are a bunch of fucking haters.
Oh, I don't hate Stamets. I find him amusing even when he is being a prick.
The only time I don't like Stamets really is when even then I kind of like him. But when we first meet him and he's just being a fucking cunt, I'm like, ooh.
Yeah, he's a little too jerk to everyone at first.
They make him too salty in the beginning. But
I mean, again, you end
settling in.
You end up understanding why he's been getting abused by Lorca, but, you know, you gotta learn that.
I wish I was being abused by Lorca.
Wow.
Sorry.
But yeah, that was good overall too. That whole thing. The one thing that I thought was kind of a little off with the scene was afterwards where he was talking like, you get such a similar experience. That's maybe why you opened up. And it's like, but he opened up before he knew about the dead boyfriend. Like, yes, that's something they bonded over, but that's not really why he approached in the first place. He approached in the first place. He saw her talking to the air.
Yeah. It looks. He popped up like Clippy. It looks like you're having an emotional breakdown. Do you need help?
Call Hugh.
Get the fuck out of here,
Yeah.
Clippy.
Call Hugh. Still good of him to do that and not just run to Hugh and be like, I don't want to deal with this.
Oh, I also noticed in one of the Paul Adira scenes, Adira does a good Jet impression, and that was funny.
Oh, that's what she was doing.
Yeah.
Yes, you're right. That didn't even occur to me.
I liked that.
Yeah, it's good.
They're really
I could
hoping.
immediately tell what she was doing.
They're really hoping that it will be a good enough impression that you'll not realize that Jet is not around.
in this episode.
And then when she reappears, you'll be like, oh yes, she's been here all along.
It's funny, because last week after we recorded, I was talking to Caitlin about hand lotion. And the fact that there's always a fucking residue, no matter how much it says there isn't. So when Adira's like, oh yeah, it comes right off, there's nothing left behind.
No
I'm like, you
residue.
lying bastard! There's always something.
No, apparently not.
Please continue to use hand lotion, Chris.
Oh, I mean, I do, but I don't like it. Like, no matter how much they say there's no feeling afterwards, it's like, there's feeling.
Yeah, no, it's true.
There's
See, the bad
less.
thing about the feeling. I like the feeling.
Oh
Yeah,
no, it
it's-
always feels slimy to me, not pleasant.
Chris is not the only person that I know that has this experience. I mean, I have the experience. It doesn't bother me, but like my dad doesn't like to use sunblock because he doesn't like having it on his hands.
See, sunblock never bothered me. It's just
Use
lotions.
sunblock instead.
Sunblock never bothered me anyway.
It's not a bad idea.
It's not moisturizing
No.
unless you're gonna get one with like a moisturizer with an SPF, but then it's just gonna feel like moisturizer.
Then it's just lotion.
Spiff.
All I know is I would like to dip my hands in Paul's funny little...
Yeah, I bet you would.
Yeah, I just realized that. I want to try the new thingy. It looks fun.
It does, yes. It reminds me of like one of those slime ASMR videos.
There was one moment that I liked Georgiou this episode.
Oh,
Just one?
Shocking.
Well, one that I specifically noticed because you know I've been like just dissatisfied with her existence on the
I
ship.
think we all have,
And
largely.
Vance should have thrown her in the brig and all this shit. But there was a very clever thing she did, which was her doing a show not tell for a change. When she goes down and she's talking with Tolor, the Orion guy, and she's saying, I'm looking for 23rd century tech that still works. And he shows her something and said broken shit. She's like, no, look, I have this thing from 900 years ago and look how well it still works. And it's literally because for her it's from 5 days ago.
Yeah.
But for them, they're impressed, like, holy shit, you have tech that old and it still works. And that was kind of cute.
Yeah. That was actually one thing, too, that I was a little annoyed by with that whole sequence, was Georgiou uses the same exact tactic to get the Nepo Baby to let her down to the planet that Michael did in the first episode, where it's like, you know your bosses are watching, and they'd be pissed if you didn't talk to me.
Who is Michael talking to?
The guards at the exchange, where she's like, they don't want to let her in with Book.
They wanted to go to the
First
patrol.
episode. Oh, from this season.
This season, yeah, sorry. And she's like, your bosses are going to want to see this, and they look up, and they're like, it's like, you used this ruse 4 episodes ago. Like, come on, come up with a new ruse.
Well, it's basically the same fucking thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Same guys, even. It's still a fucking emerald chain. It's just it's the nephew instead of some random guards.
I don't know, it kind of makes sense, though. Georgiou and Michael have, like, a connection.
Yeah, maybe that was the point.
I don't know. I mean,
Michael taught her.
I doubt it. I think they're just lazy writers. But if you wanted to make an argument, you maybe could.
Yeah. It is funny, and again, I don't actually hate it. I find it fascinating. But just the fact that, like, a recurring trait for the both of them, Georgiou and Michael, is that, like...
Kicking.
Neither still can really accept the fact that neither of them is the one they lost. You know, they still... And I find it interesting, because that does seem very consistent every time they have scenes together, is like, they really, really cannot allow themselves to truly... Like, they know it logically, but they clearly have not accepted that this isn't Captain Georgiou, she never will be. This isn't Mirror Michael, she never will be.
Well, yeah, but, like, I mean, imagine that you were told that someone you loved was dead, and then someone that looked and sounded and acted almost exactly like them was put in front of you.
A little more genocide.
Also, think about Ben Sisko and Jennifer.
Yeah, no, we're not. I totally...
He's like, why don't we get married again? And she's like, what the fuck?
I totally get it. And again, I don't even hate it. I kind of like that it's one of these consistent things, and the fact that they never really... Again, it's something they don't, like, explicitly state much outside of, like, I think the first and maybe a little bit of the second season. You just see it in the way they interact, that, like, they just won't. And again, I think it's good. I like it. It makes a weird kind of sense. And it's nice to have something that's just there and consistent and not harped on.
Well, and it's also cool because it can lead to unexpected consequences for both of them.
Yeah.
Like, it's not a bad thing to drive the plot with, because Georgiou is never going to act like how you expect her to act, or like the Georgiou you think she's going to act like, and vice versa.
Yeah, she's going to act like we expect her to act because she's a fascist.
Yes. Loves kicking.
A sexy, sexy fascist.
Yeah, overall, this episode kind of did what it needed to.
Yeah.
I like that Michael sees at least some consequences, because that... Otherwise, like, I think last season, I don't think Michael had, like, an arc. She was just at the stage of Michael's always right, and she ends at Michael's always right.
Yeah.
And in this episode, she's got, like, a little roller coaster of how right is Michael at any given time.
Yes.
Also, lots of grudge. 10 out of 10 points for grudge.
Yeah, that's one thing. Stop fat shaming the cat.
Good kitty.
Oh, yeah, poor...
Because what, fucking Georgiou calls her a blob, and Tilly's like, did you eat Michael?
And then says that she has her own gravitational pull.
Yeah, which is like a fucking
who said
90s assy
Georgiou.
mama joke.
Fucking Georgiou. Jesus Christ.
She's just a large breed. She's
Yeah.
not even that big.
No.
No, she's not fat. She's just a big cat.
She's a Maine Coon, and between like their natural enormousness and her hair, which is, I bet, like with a lot of cats, the minute you get her wet, you're like, oh, you are actually quite small.
Yeah. It's easy to forget that under all cats' fur, they are all Sphinx cats.
Yeah.
I mean, not exactly, but pretty much.
Oh, I mean, I will even like if I just press down on like Hades' cheek
Oh,
fur.
it's a little floofy.
It's like, oh yeah, you've got actually a very small head. It's just not obvious because you got those big puffy cheeks.
Yeah, I was thinking that about dogs recently too. Like when you've got those big floofy breeds that just look like they've got really huge coats, and underneath they're just 8-pound chihuahuas.
Yeah.
That's how it is.
Yeah.
It do be like that.
It do. Apropos of nothing, because I can't remember what the fuck I was going to say, but I'd see in my notes, I did love the, like, transport ship the prisoners got away on, because it looked like what if Fallout designed a spaceship. It looks like a 50s-ass bus. It's kind of cool. I just thought it was, it's fun, and it's a little different than what we're used to. Because it feels like very often Star Trek will fall into the realm of, if it's not like a distinct species ship that has a design philosophy, it's just kind of blocky.
Right, yeah, and if it's another aliens ship, it's just like the big one but smaller.
Yeah, or something like that. You know, it's like, okay, it's the distinct Romulan look, the distinct Klingon look, the Federation look. This was just something new, and it's like, it's fun, it's a bit retro. I enjoyed it.
Neat.
Yeah.
Man.
Oh, it's Jake finding the segue. Find it,
There
Jake.
is no segue to
I
find
mean,
it.
when Georgiou and
okay.
Barbara Burnham,
Okay.
two humans, came to this planet full of other species, it was like they were the alien
There we
invaders.
go.
Am I right? Hey,
Yeah.
oh boy,
There we are.
Shit me in the ass.
Found the segue.
Sure.
I have so many. So
Thank goodness, because I only got a couple.
Yeah. So our blog activity this week, which you're definitely following over on sshbpodcast.com, we're talking alien invasions in various media today. Movies, TV shows, video games.
Yeah.
Wherever there are aliens invading, we're there.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't have that many, so I'm not there.
Me either.
Yeah, I guess
My list was shorter than I expected.
As we were saying before we were recording, like, I'm sure I could think of a lot, but the ones I've actually seen or played or read
it's a
are
lot
very
of,
slim.
A lot of old B movies, but I've not seen almost any of them.
It's a lot of B movies, and the aliens are almost always a metaphor for communism.
well, who wants to start with?
Jake says he's got a long list. So let's
Well,
start.
I want to list the really obvious one before
Okay.
anyone
Let's
else
do the
can.
obvious ones.
Independence Day.
Oh yeah,
that's the end.
That's a
the obvious
movie about theater.
What?
I mean, I saw that movie in the theater.
There we go.
Great. We covered it on the podcast before.
We did.
It was a good time.
Good fucking movie.
Great movie, yeah.
You know, another movie we covered on the podcast, Edge of Tomorrow.
We did. That was a good one.
Oh my god, how did I not... This is like the third time I could have mentioned Edge of Tomorrow and forgot.
Well, hold it for next week, too. I'm going to give you a warning right now.
Yes.
I missed that?
You did.
Okay, I was going to say,
It's a
that
time
doesn't sound
loop one
familiar
with,
at all.
Tom
Oh, that's right.
Cruise.
That's a good-ass movie. You
Yeah,
should
you
watch
should watch
it.
it either way.
Yeah,
Very good.
I'm good.
No, it's actually genuinely good. You
sure.
know me. You know I'm very cool on Tom Cruise.
He is very cool, Tom Cruise.
He's a cool guy. Yeah, I liked Edge of Tomorrow. That's another good kind of like... Because the aliens in Edge of Tomorrow are also very interesting aliens.
Yeah.
Like, Independence Day, it's just your classic alien invasion. They're here to destroy us.
Yeah.
Edge of Tomorrow aliens, like, they're here to, like... They fuck with time in fascinating ways.
Yeah. And maybe that's why I kind of forgot it's an alien invasion film, is because so much of the focus is on the time loop aspect.
Mm-hmm.
Well, here's another film that we haven't covered for the podcast, but maybe we should sometime because it's quite good. It's quite funny. Mars Attacks.
I love Mars
Oh,
Attacks.
yeah.
Mars Attacks.
I haven't
Sounds
seen
so
that
good.
in ages.
Yeah, I've never seen that.
It's very funny.
I haven't seen it.
I think we should definitely cover it
so
for
long.
Tim
this
Burton,
show.
I think?
It is.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. That explains why it's so fucking creepy.
It's got, what, Jack Nicholson as the president?
In a dual role, actually. He's the president and he, like, is the casino owner. It's
That's
weird.
right, yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Wow. So what you're saying is Mars Attacks pretty much prophesied Trump.
Oh, no, they were two separate characters.
Yeah, but they were both Jack. But yeah, it's a great cast. And it's
Yeah.
also
Martin
got,
Short.
Martin
Who doesn't
Short.
love that?
Oh, Martin Short's good.
Michael J. Fox.
Oh,
yeah.
is it really?
Yeah,
Oh, bless him. How is
Much
Michael
good.
J. Fox?
he's still doing his thing.
Jake and I just watched the Disney film Atlantis, the Lost Empire.
That's
That's
a
right.
good
He's
movie.
Milo. I forgot.
Fucking
Yes.
Father Guido is in it as Father Guido with
With
grenades.
bombs, yeah.
Yeah.
Leonard Nimoy's in it.
I made
That's
the
right,
boutonnieres, they say they need the flowers. I love...
What about you? Alien invasion thing.
My list is probably longer than I expected because I avoid this type of media. Not because I'm too good for science fiction, but because when the aliens come, I don't want them to think that I've been laughing at them by watching this shit. That's the truth. It's too real for me. I remember I got tricked into seeing, what was that movie? The Forgotten? I think it was The Forgotten. So, in college, there was this movie, and I think it was called The Forgotten. I should have looked it up before I came here, and I'm sorry, I'm going to do it now, because I would like to know if that's what it was called.
You said The Forgotten. I immediately thought The Departed. It's a different movie entirely. That is definitely not an alien invasion
Yeah,
film.
this is the one, though. Yeah, Julianne Moore. Wow.
Ooh,
Oh, that
Moore.
movie. Yeah, I didn't realize that was an alien picture.
Yeah, neither did I. That's why I went to see it. The trailers made it look like a government conspiracy because Julianne Moore is like running around her house like, where's my kid? And she like rips some wallpaper off the wall and there's the playroom wallpaper under the wallpaper. What the fuck is going on? And what's going on is aliens. And I'm like,
I didn't know that.
Yeah. And I'm like, I would never have come to see this if I had known. I don't
Yeah,
fucking...
you hate that shit.
I don't play with that shit. I just don't like it. I don't like it.
Yeah.
There's a scene where like Julianne Moore is talking to some government lady, and I recognized her and I can't remember who she is now. But she's like, you were right about everything. And she gets fucking sucked into the fucking air and pulled back like she's on a fucking string. I was like, this is the worst shit. I was sitting in the theater like, I hate everything. Why am I here? I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't want to fucking watch it. I'm not interested. I don't want to.
Well, do you not like alien invasions, or did you not like the bait and
No,
switch of
I
that
don't
movie?
like alien invasions. I just don't fucks with that because they're out there and they definitely, if they make it to us, they definitely have better shit than we've got. And I'm just saying that, you know, if when they scan my brain to see like what I'm up to, I want to be like, I'm actually fucking terrified. I'm not like, we'll give you the common cold. No, I'm scared. Don't
Really?
fucking kill me, please.
I do feel like the most likely alien cause of death for the human race wouldn't even necessarily be alien invasion so much as just if some weird space disease comes in on a meteorite and doesn't get burned up in the atmosphere, that'll just kill us.
Or they decide to blow up the planet to make way for their
Hyperspace
way.
bypass, yeah.
That-
Yep,
yeah.
yep, that was
Actually,
on my list.
Does that count?
I would count that.
I guess
Well, that's
so,
all right.
yeah. Yeah,
That's okay.
that's
I
a
don't
good
mind
point.
that.
Yeah, so that's Hitchhiker's Guide, and you know
Yeah.
they don't like come down and invade,
No.
but they definitely destroy the planet. Spoilers for the first fucking chapter of Hitchhiker's Guide because they just have the power to do so, and they
Yeah.
don't need Earth in the way.
No, it's in the way of a space lane.
Oh shit, Gary Sinise was in The Forgotten too.
Okay,
Anyway,
so-
but aside from that, the only alien invasion stuff that I've willingly watched, like on purpose, was probably all the Doctor Who ones. Every Christmas special, aliens be coming to Earth and taking it over, or trying, and they're stopped by the Doctor.
That's what they do.
That's
They
pretty
do
much
that.
it. I just don't, I know I sound like a crazy person, and I know by continuing to go on, I sound even more crazy.
Ancient aliens.
But aliens. But really, like, I just don't,
Well, there's definitely something about, especially like as I was looking through a lot of the media of alien invasions, and like you said, like 90% of the time, they're a stand-in for communism or a stand-in for who do you hate at the moment that you think is invading.
Yeah.
And I think that kind of does paint a lot of the stories that are told in that they are about a hated group that we are fighting against as different from like, when we talked about dystopias or post-apocalyptic worlds.
Yeah.
In which those are worlds in which it's usually authority figures and like people in power that you're fighting against.
Yeah, it's often like with like alien invasion and like monster stories overlap a lot, and that so often it's fear of the other, where the other is a metaphor for either a philosophy or group of people we've decided we don't like.
Well, I have an example of alien invasion, but it's flipped.
Oh.
And this is another one where which we've watched for the podcast, and that is Starship
Starship
Troopers.
Troopers.
I love Starship
I was thinking that one
Whereas-
too.
Where that one actually does, where we are the alien
Yep.
invaders, and
Poor bugs.
Actually, what's sad is I didn't think of Starship Troopers first. First, I thought of the episode of Futurama that was clearly based off of it.
Yeah, well,
Which
there's
episode is that?
The one
war
were declared.
Oh, that
where
one.
they invade the ball planet.
Yeah, there's a couple of good Futurama episodes I was
ton.
thinking of. The one with the brains.
Yep.
That's a good one.
The single female lawyer.
I was saying the several times Omicron Persei 8 is pissed at them.
Yeah, it's a recurring theme. You could also probably throw. There's a few Simpsons Halloween episodes with the aliens.
Kang and Kodos.
Staying on the comedy train for a bit. There's a couple. There's a film that I am a fan of. It's classic from the 90s.
Earth Girls Are Easy?
That's not a classic, and I'm not a fan of it.
And it's not from the 90s.
And it's not an invasion.
I think it is from the 90s, isn't it?
Late
I don't know.
80s.
It's kind of an invasion.
Well, here's one that's an invasion, and that is Coneheads.
I love Coneheads.
Right before you said it, it occurred to me what you were going to say. It's like, they're supposed to be a vanguard.
Yep.
I forgot all about that.
I mean, you could say the same thing about Third Rock from the Sun.
And that was the other one I was
Yeah,
that's a good show. I like that.
Yeah, so Coneheads, Third Rock.
Yeah, because they
from the Sun.
kind of twist the motif of what an alien invader is.
Yeah.
And then another one, more recent, if you haven't seen it.
Resident Alien?
Resident Alien. With Alan Tudyk.
Yes.
Sorry.
Did you just hear they announced when their last season's going to be, and then after that they're canceled?
For Resident Alien?
Yeah.
Bummer.
Which is a shame.
I actually love that show, and I guess it is technically about alien invasion, but I would watch anything with Alan Tudyk in it, though.
That's fair.
Another one that kind of puts the genre on its ear is District 9.
Yes.
I still have to watch
where
that.
Oh, it's
there's
very
alien,
smart.
They're more like alien visitors, and they're not really malicious, but we treat them like shit.
Oh, it's about apartheid.
Yeah, it's an
isn't
allegory
it?
for apartheid. But it's a very good movie.
Yeah, that's one where the commentary, I think, is a little bit more interesting.
Yeah. I mean, back to the sort of the classic. Oh God, it's communism. Of course, is Invasion of the Body Snatchers, which I've not. Again, that's one I've not seen, but it's just so part of the zeitgeist. It's parodied so much.
When are we going to get the remake where it's replacement theory?
Oofda. Oofda.
I mean, oh Jesus! I mean, you could totally just read that as that if you wanted as well. To be honest.
Gross.
And the other very obvious one, of course, War of the Worlds.
Yep.
it's on my list.
Which I was thinking about it. What's fascinating about that is humanity doesn't actually win. Like, humanity doesn't figure out a way to beat the Martians.
They don't win.
Nature does.
Well, on the similar topic to that, I'd also like to throw out Signs. The M. Night
God, that
Shyamalan
movie's
film.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
aliens
what
are
is it? It's
they're
water
defeated by
that they're-
water. Spoiler alert! Water.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
so
Do you
what
get
a.
spoilers for a movie that old? I remember watching that in high school.
But also, not just that. Like, don't see Signs. It's so bad, not in a fun way.
And also, Mel Gibson is in it. Don't support
That's true.
Mel
Yeah,
Gibson.
don't give Mel
It's
your
so
nickel.
bad, and somehow still
But
one of the better
Joaquin's in
Shyamalan
it.
movies.
Well,
That's
low
true.
bar.
I actually, I found Signs super, super creepy when I first saw it.
Oh, it was creepy, yeah.
I was a kid-sized thing. And I was fucking terrified for nights straight.
Fair.
But because of that one image, Shyamalan is good at the suspense
Yeah.
elements of his movies, and the one image of just the alien walking by in the footage.
Oh, that is creepy
is
as fuck.
so scary.
That I will give him.
That's
that.
a successful scene in that movie.
I think maybe it could have been good. He just didn't stick the landing. And I think that retroactively soured me on the rest of the picture.
Yeah, the end is silly
Stupid.
as fuck. Joaquin's great.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
him.
I mean,
what
again,
is this from Signs that you're saying is creepy?
There's when the first time we see the alien, it's like footage from a children's birthday party, and you just
It's like-
It's behind, and
And
then
it's
he
like
walks by in the distance.
yeah, it's like a 2000s ass camcorder, which is already like that fuzz just automatically makes things
it's got a
creepier.
real found footage kind of
Yeah,
vibe.
yeah, I do remember seeing that in the theaters, being like, "Oh, fuck that scene!"
Yeah.
And it's not even like a jump scare; it just walks past.
It's just
Is
dread.
that Joaquin Phoenix?
yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
Look
wow.
at Ames was saying he's in it.
Oh, sorry. I was.
Well, what you do is, if you don't want to support Mel, just do what I do: buy it used. That way, Mel doesn't get your nickel. And
Borrow from the library.
Joaquin's got plenty of nickels; he doesn't need any more.
We're, another film that we've watched for Alien Invasion might be a bit of a stretch for this one, but we have watched for the podcast, so I will mention The Predator.
Oh, that's a good point.
I was wondering if that counted. Yeah.
I mean, it's
yeah,
an
it's
alien.
not about the alien invasion. It's more about the group figuring it out.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's aliens using our planet as a hunting ground, which close enough, I'd say.
This is going back to the 80s, and I understand from Ames that there was also a remake more recently, but the miniseries that I've seen from the 80s of V, which was a television miniseries where aliens, V is for visitors.
Yeah.
Ah.
And they come to Earth, and they seem like friends at first.
Oh, yeah, that is creepy.
Caitlin found the scene from Signs. It's
Yeah,
very creepy.
It is.
I didn't
it
really
is.
care for that.
That reminds me. In a very
Joaquin Phoenix's reaction is very good.
Right?
I mean, I have it on mute, obviously, but he very clearly seems to be going, "Oh, John!"
Yeah, in the theater.
You know, like-
In the theater, you're kind of like that.
Yeah.
But in a very similar vein, there was, in that like late 90s, early 2000s era where they were greenlighting random Gene Roddenberry projects that he had left behind like notes on. There was Earth Final Conflict, which is a very similar idea. Like the aliens show up and they're like, "We're here to help. We bring you love." But they actually don't. It's supposed to be like a very subtle kind of invasion. Like, we'll take you over culturally and then we will just own you. And I watched like
Serve man.
the first season and then got bored.
Yeah, there's a number of the Stargate franchise has a lot of aliens.
I was wondering, like, because I know
I think they're going to come up a lot next week.
they often go, I know, abroad. I wasn't sure if aliens ever showed up
the
here.
whole premise of the show is that aliens came to Earth and kidnapped a bunch of humans.
Right,
and brought them
right,
to other
okay.
planets. That's why everywhere we go, there's humans that
And they speak English.
Right.
But there's also an episode that's very similar to that, where it's like we met these benevolent aliens, and then it like everyone's really like, oh, they're so great, and then it doesn't go so well.
I want to bring up one of my faves that I'm
it.
almost certain will make my favorite list at the end of this conversation. And it's I'm going to say kids comedy, but it kind of transcends in that I watch it as an adult twice. And it's great. And that's Invader Zim.
Oh, fuck, why didn't I think of that?
It's so fun. Like even though it's like very kiddie style humor sometimes, like it's also very tongue in cheek.
I also can't imagine actually showing that to a child, considering some of the damn episodes. Whew, God, especially the one where he wants organs.
Oh, that one's so creepy. Yeah,
God,
it's such
that's a good show.
weird fucking like twisted show.
Yeah.
I think it's Jonan Vasquez.
It is, yeah.
Who did Johnny
the Homicidal Maniac.
And that's like twisted fucking shit. And then they gave him a kids show, and you're like, what the shit?
It's like, Nickelodeon, who did you think you were signing exactly?
It's very funny though. I would recommend if you're into that kind of like nostalgia humor and just weird kids shit that still works today. Go for it.
I think the key is
who doesn't love Grr?
Yeah,
everyone
exactly.
loves Grr.
I clearly, like, if there's just a vanguard, it doesn't occur to me. Like, if there isn't a whole ass army, I forget.
Another interesting alien invasion movie, The Faculty,
I'm glad you brought up The Faculty.
Oh, damn.
too.
Starring Usher Raymond.
with Usher and
Jon Stewart.
Frodo, yeah, Jon Stewart's
Jon
in it.
Stewart's in it?
Josh Hartnett's in it.
Oh,
It's
that's
a
John.
all-
Yeah, that's sweet.
all-star cast.
I've heard of but never seen that
It's a
one.
good.
I remember
good-
being
good,
decent,
like,
yeah.
Early 2000s, late 90s. I don't remember exactly, but that era of sci-fi teen horror crossover thing. Another sci-fi horror comedy crossover from the 80s.
80s, interesting.
Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Oh, I haven't seen that one.
I've heard of it, but
It is a B movie, but it's very conscious that it's a B movie.
are the Killer Tomatoes aliens?
Probably, I've never seen it.
Yeah, neither have I.
I have a book. This is actually a YA series that I read
Oh, of course.
many years ago. The Tripod series.
Oh,
Not what I thought you were going to say.
You were thinking of the Animorphs?
I was.
So there's also the Animorphs.
What is the Tripod series?
It's actually,
Talk about that, and then I'll let Caitlin talk about Animals.
Yeah, I think the Tripod series is from the 60s, I want to say, but I read it obviously in the 90s. But it's basically there's these aliens that have come over, and they're these giant tripods, like War of the Worlds type tripods, and they basically subjugated humanity. And the story takes place many, like, when they've already been here for centuries, and basically Earth, like, the population of Earth lives in this, like, pastoral kind of medieval society. So it's weird. It's like a medieval setting, but there's like these aliens with technology and
what
stuff.
What did medieval people think about aliens?
But it takes place in the future. It's just that the aliens have, like, totally arrested, and like, when kids reach a certain age, they get brainwashed by the aliens so that they can be more docile. It's an interesting series of books.
Very cool. Yeah, I know, and we just brought up Animorphs, which I think is a good one. Now, I didn't get very far in the series, Caitlin. Remind me of how the aliens play in Animorphs.
Well, there's a bunch of aliens in the Animorphs. So the first thing is that the Animorphs get their powers from a visiting, well, not a visiting alien, an alien who crash lands on their planet, and he is called an Andalite, I want to say, is his species. They're kind of like centaur scorpions with like deer blue man body.
They sound hot.
Weird.
They're really weird looking. I've seen pictures.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, we'll fuck them.
Okay,
Totally.
awesome.
No problem. And the reason why the Andalite crashes on Earth is because his people are fighting the Yeerks, which are evil brain slugs that climb into your ear and take over your body.
Oh, God.
And, yeah, they're awful.
Oof.
But the thing about... Oh, yeah, don't you want to fuck him?
Yeah, Chris is showing me an Endolite.
That's the prince. I don't remember what his name is, but yeah, he's hot.
I like his tail.
This is
Yeah,
from
that's-
Animorphs?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't get it either.
That's fucking weird, guys.
Dude, whatever.
Listen, it's on Gold Ducat level.
I was gonna
Interesting
say,
sex.
it's not the weirdest thing that I want to fuck.
There's
to
a
be
lot
fair.
more lore to Animorphs than I thought.
There's a lot of lore in Animorphs.
Here's the thing. I didn't read the books, but I have since seen the posts. That series gets fucking unhinged.
I didn't get very far into it. I haven't really seen the show, but I read a bunch of the books as a kid. But the thing about the Andalites, the Animorphs themselves become anything. Any animal that they've touched, they can turn into it. So, actually, the kids, at least one of them, I think, eventually is able to become an Andalite.
Ooh,
Because they've
because
had
it touches.
contact.
Neat.
It's all about that they, like, take it in through, like, DNA or something. But... the Yeerks, or the Yeerks, Yeets, I don't know, whatever, Yeets. The Yeets. I think they're called Yeerks. It's something like that. They also have this power. I think they steal it from the Andalites. And they just turn, like, their leader, whose name I cannot remember, turns into... like, the most horrific alien races you can find to, like, kill people in horrible ways. And, like, in the first book, they watch him turn into, like, a gigantic monster and eat the Andalite. It's horrifying.
Wow.
It's really fucking dark.
Wow.
And the other thing that happens in the first book, which has nothing really to do with aliens, but as a kid I remember thinking, holy fuck, is that one of the conditions of being an Animorph is you can only stay as that animal for hours, 2 hours, 1 hour, 2 hours maybe. And one of the characters, there's like 5 kids, and one of them, Tobias, becomes a falcon?
Some kind of bird.
A falcon maybe? And he does not turn human again in time, so he is trapped in his bird body. And that to me, like as a kid, was so fucked up, because it's like...
yeah, it's so interesting.
Your parents would never, like... Are the kids gonna tell his parents?
No, he's
like,
just missing.
Yeah, he's gone. You know, like so. What happened?
What do you want to say? Aliens?
Is this
are
the
here?
first one? Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I pulled it up because the other thing that I like
Are they
about
called
Animorphs-
Yeerks? What the fuck are they called?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeerk sounds right.
Here's a plot summary. Yeerks, or Yeerks. Yeerks.
Because they climb in through your ear.
Yeah, the
Just
thing
kidding.
that
Like
I've
the SETI Alpha things.
seen about
Yeah.
Animorphs that I super like is that, you know, a lot of people are feeling very conflicted about liking any of the Harry Potter books because J.K. Rowling can go get fucked.
Yes.
And people are saying, like, you know who's supportive and a good writer and a good person?
Hell yeah.
Catherine Applegate. Read the Animorph books instead. Done.
Yeah,
Do it.
it's much. Yeah, and
Though
she's very good.
Though I will warn you, I don't think she ever got to the conclusion. I think it kind of ends on a cliffhanger, but that may
Come
have
on,
been resolved
Catherine,
since. I'm not
get
sure.
on it.
Don't quote me. This is all...
Michael Burnham is like, Starfleet will never be restored if we don't know what happens.
Catherine, you can fix America.
Oh my
We
god!
love
What if that
it.
was the answer?
Get on it.
So all this...
She should be on our podcast.
Jake just reminded me, though, to talk about the Tripod series. Story that's about an invasion that happened so long ago that by the time we get to the story, it's old news. 90s classic, Battlefield Earth.
Oh,
Okay.
God.
Never seen it. Seen clips. It's the
It's a
infamous...
movie?
Yes.
Yeah,
it's
John Travolta. It's a
Saw
sci-fi.
Gerrera. Even that actor
Oh,
whose name
yeah.
escapes me. Yeah, it's
Forrest Whitaker.
Forrest Whitaker thing. It's based off of an L. Ron Hubbard novel. It's fucking terrible.
It was funded by the Church of Scientology, and
it's a terrible, terrible
just
film.
did very poorly.
It's an infamous, some people say it's so bad it's good, some say it's just bad, but there are clips online. They are hilarious in isolation.
Wowzers.
Rounding out my list, I want to mention 4 video games.
Okay.
Yes!
4 video games.
I bet none of the ones that I've played.
Probably not. I don't know.
Or one-
Probably the
on
most
my list.
well-known video game from this of this genre is Half-Life.
I would
Sorry.
argue Space Invaders.
Oh yeah, well, Space Invaders.
They
But yes,
never-
Half-Life for
the
sure.
Space Invaders never make it to the planet. They just go...
Only if you're good at the game. Anyway, yes, Half-Life, definitely.
Yeah, Half-Life, that's aliens that they're brought through like a dimensional portal type thing.
Fun.
But yeah,
And that was where Portal came from, right?
Yes.
The orange
It's
box.
set in the
that's
same
cool.
universe.
Yeah, but different portals.
Right,
Yes.
right. But I just mean like
same
they
universe.
yeah,
Cinematic.
Black Mesa.
The Half-Life cinematic universe.
yeah.
Another one. This is a PlayStation 3. I don't know if it was a launch title. I think I played it. I don't know. It was like a big
Franchise for a while.
franchise exclusive to PlayStation was Resistance series. Resistance: Fall of Man was the first one.
Yep.
But that was aliens. It was like a World War II era alien invasion.
Yeah.
So it was basically, it was like a Call of Duty style game, but they were aliens. It was pretty
Yeah.
good.
I never played them. My old man did, so.
A classic NES game from my childhood, one of my favorite NES games, Star Tropics.
I've heard of that.
Oh, that's right. That is Alien, isn't it?
Which has aliens. You don't think it's good. It starts out as like an Indiana Jones style game where you're like trying to find your lost uncle in this tropical paradise, and then turns out it was aliens all along.
Isn't that also the case with Earthbound? Isn't it
And
aliens?
then and Earthbound was the last game I wanted to
sorry.
mention. Earthbound is also aliens. Yeah.
Actually, Caitlin and I were talking about this a few weeks
I
ago.
was just gonna say,
you can bring it up.
Final Fantasy IV is similarly like a game that starts out seeming like it's high fantasy in sort of a medieval world where they finally discovered like flight technology, but it's like super steampunk. But then it turns out it's been fucking aliens the whole time.
Oopsies.
What were
Like
you saying?
Oopsies, indeed. You like go to the moon. Like all of a sudden you've been like fighting these monsters, and it's like, we're fighting monsters, and then it's like, oh, by the way, Cecil, actually, your dad was an alien, and the big bad that you think is the big bad is your brother and isn't the big bad after all. So let's go to the moon and hang out with Fuso Ya, who is an alien on the moon. It's like, what the fuck?
Again, you're getting tricked into watching Alien Invasions.
I know.
No wonder you don't like them.
I know, seriously.
But also,
fuckers.
from that, 4, but 7 Final Fantasy 7 involves alien bullshit.
Right.
Final Fantasy 9 involves alien bullshit.
I have 2 more video games because I don't play a lot of video games because I don't really have the aptitude for it. But one is one that I just know of because my dad played it a lot and I used to watch him play, and that is Duke Nukem 3D.
Oh my god.
right.
Which is just
My dad
fucking weird
also
fucking shit.
played Duke Nukem 3D. You could make him like take a leak. Much better.
Yeah.
And they were like randomly like strippers.
Yeah, they're like encased in alien goo and you save them.
Yeah.
And it's such
It's
a
unfortunate.
weird fucking game.
Alien goo.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's awful. But the one that I have played, because Little Ames actually did play this game. I know we were talking. Oh, we haven't even brought up Close Encounters of the Third Kind. But the one that I'm aware of is Bubsy, Claws Encountered of the Third Kind.
I love Bubsy the cat!
Yay!
Nobody-
He's so obnoxious.
Nobody else likes
know what this is.
Bubsy.
I don't
How do you
even
not know
what it is.
Bubsy?
I don't
Bro,
know
he's
Bubsy.
it's
Bubsy's infamous.
Well,
Yeah,
but
Bubsy's an asshole.
It's terrible. I mean, first of all, the game is,
It's a very simple platformer game.
but it's impossible.
Yeah.
Paw spelled with a P.
Actually, I should say the infamous one is largely the 3D one, which is fucking abysmal.
Oh yeah, I've never played that. I don't.
The 2D ones maybe were better received. I'm not sure.
Well, no, not really. I don't think, because most people don't. I mean, I'm shocked that you even knew Bubsy, because I had Bubsy.
Yeah, I played Bubsy.
I still
we
do.
had
I
the
have-
Sega Genesis.
If you ever want to play Bubsy, I can bring my SNES and Bubsy 1 and 2 over to your house, and we can play Bubsy, and you can see how bad it really is.
Yeah, all the jokes are awful. Like, Bubsy is a one-line...
Can I mention I don't like heights?
Yeah, he's a one-line, like just rattling character who's very obnoxious.
Yeah.
There are certain things that he says that I say sometimes.
Really?
Recently,
More like a bridge too far.
too short.
Yeah,
I
yep.
said that yesterday, literally in Bubsy. More like a bridge too short. Like, what the fuck? Hey, what about Marvin the Martian, yo?
Oh, definitely. Why haven't we thought about Marvin the
Well-
Martian?
Looney Tune.
Marvin.
He's not really trying to invade so much as blow up the earth.
Well, he's kind of like the Oh my god, what are the aliens from
Vorgon.
Hitchhiker? The Vorgons.
Vogons? Vogons.
Vogons, yes. He never sets foot on Earth by and large. He's usually trying to blow it up from his base on Mars, so it's a little different. But like the
He never
Vogons,
sets foot on Earth. That's
not that I think
interesting.
of. Not that I can think of.
Oh, but wait! Here's he might in Space Jam, which is about an alien invasion!
Oh my god, yes, he's the ref.
Oh my
Elmer
god!
the ref. Either way, he
Fucking
might.
Space Jam came up when I was looking up different alien invasions. I was like, oh,
Seen Space Jam.
that definitely is an alien invasion.
Yeah, no,
I
it
only
is.
saw
Holy
that.
shit.
I only saw that very recently. Like within the. Actually, wait a minute. It's on my Facebook as a life event because.
Actually,
It changed your life?
Marvin might not be on that one at all. They might have left him out of it to avoid confusion.
Let's see.
That would make sense.
Also, I did look it up. A few years ago, there was, I think, a Kickstarted Bubsy sequel. And one of the options in that one...
It's shut the fuck up, Bubsy.
Yes. There's a slider that you can adjust how often he talks.
Can you actually look at my Facebook page from your computer? Because I don't... It doesn't show up on the other thing.
This one.
Finally saw Space Jam, September 26, 2019.
Wow, that is recent.
Hung a shelf straight, didn't I? Your life events are good.
Those are some
Thank
good
you.
events.
Um,
Last one I wanted to mention.
Side note, the shelf was not straight.
No, shelf.
Is an interesting one. Is Here Come the Men in Black.
There it is. I was wondering when they would come up.
Yeah, I guess for all that there are plenty of aliens just living peacefully, there are multiple attempted invasions,
Yeah,
aren't
there's
there?
some assholes
That's
out
sort
there.
of their biggest job is like
Sugar.
preventing the alien invasion.
Yeah, I definitely put that on the list, but I don't remember much of Men in Black, which we should definitely cover one
Yeah,
of
we
these
should.
days.
The first
I
one, at
don't
least, is
remember so much.
The
fantastic.
first one's very good.
Yeah. The cartoon was actually really quite good, too.
Never saw it, I don't
It was
think.
good. It was good.
What's
Yeah.
left on your list, Chris? I have two.
Honestly, I think everything I could have thought of, everyone else has thought of, so...
Okay, two more. One, the book is better, the movie is fine, and that's Ender's Game, which is very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
It's worth a read. Go for it. Like that one. But I'm angry at you all for not bringing this one up because it's probably going to make my top three.
Is it?
The World's End.
Oh,
The
with
Simon Pegg movie.
Yeah, it's a.
Oh!
That's the one where
I
they're
forgot
doing
about that
like the
one.
pub crawl.
Yeah.
they're doing the
Simon
pub
Pegg
crawl.
is really pathetic and
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, and like a good
Yeah,
comedy
he
movie.
is.
It's it's a satiric foil for like other alien invasion
Yeah.
type movies, but it's also just about the characters.
Yeah.
And it's so good.
Yeah,
Is that
it
Yarp Narp or is that a different movie?
No, that's Hot Fuzz.
Hot Fuzz.
Damn it. That's the fucking Hound.
Yes,
Game
yes,
of
it
Thrones,
is.
which is
It
wild.
It
Good
is.
for him.
Yeah, I don't remember anything about that movie, World's End, really, except for Simon Pegg being pathetic.
Yeah, I'm not
Well,
gonna lie.
I guess I
but
remember them shooting aliens. Now that
I've
I
only
think about
seen it once, so...
Good
Well,
call. Good
go
for
give
you.
it a watch because it is a
I'm
good
pretty sure
one.
I own it.
Nice
I think
work.
I've bought like a little 3-pack of the Cornetto movies.
They do such a good job with the comic visual gags and stuff, and just hammering you over the head with look funny. We're being funny. No, you're being clever, which I appreciate. All right, that was all the ones that I could think of. It's a longish list, longer than I was expecting. But
Yeah.
good on us.
Wasn't there some cartoon about, like, Martian mice motorcycle?
Biker mice from Mars.
There you go.
One of the many Ninja Turtles knockoffs.
What about the Street Sharks? Where were they from?
They were mutated humans.
So they were from the
Wait,
streets.
so they weren't mutated sharks?
No.
No, they were-
That's insane.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
He's actually a fair bit of invasion in Ninja Turtles, too.
That's true, yeah.
Some of it alien, some of it interdimensional, but either way.
Power Rangers?
Yeah, but
Oh,
there's
good
actually-
point.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's a good
yeah.
point.
You're right, there's both. We actually meet... Well, actually, no, wait.
It gets confusing. Anyway, what are our
No,
favorites?
right. There was a time when we went from the original Turtles theme to the second Turtles theme when everything turned to shit. And during that time, it actually was an alien.
There we go.
And he sucked.
So yeah,
Some tops?
Yeah, we've talked a lot about various aliens invading. What are our favorites?
I'm gonna go with Independence Day, specifically Final Fantasy IX.
It's a very good game.
And
You're gonna have to tell me anything about it because I don't know it.
yeah, I will later.
And I've been lamenting like every time doing this fucking thing. Whenever I have to write up Chris's favorite things because they're never things I've heard of.
And I will specify not just Doctor Who in general, but in particular a serial called The Invasion, because it's the Cybermen, and
Tobias Vaughn? Hell yeah.
I personally, honestly think I prefer the Cybermen to the Daleks. I don't know if that's a popular opinion, but there it is.
Well, because there's something, like, very sad.
Oh, they are so much creepier. A Dalek just kills you.
The Cybermen, especially like in the newer series, I guess they make it a little sadder.
Yeah, and when the old ones, though, they got those creepy-ass voices.
Well, yeah, that's...
Creepy.
So yeah, that's me.
I'm going to go with, let's see here. I'm going to go with Starship Troopers. I like that it's kind of a twist on the old formula.
That's a good one.
That is a good one.
Let's go with Edge of Tomorrow.
That's another
Also a good
Great
one.
flick. And one more. Well, just to mix it up a bit with some other genres here, I'm going to say Star Tropics.
I was expecting you to say Star Tropics.
Really
You play that game a lot.
Classic game.
What about E.T. and Elf? They count?
E.T.
ET's
isn't
not
an
invading.
invasion.
Elf,
E.T.
maybe.
just crash landed.
I
I
think
don't
Elf
know
just
anything
crash
about
But the
it.
thing about E.T. though is that his people come down to like grab our shit, so they probably come
I
visit.
thought they were just like doing research.
They're just like scientists.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
They were just like checking
Poor
things
E.T.
out.
That's a sad fucking movie, man.
He did fine. He made it
Yeah, in the end, but like, there's that whole part where he's dying in a fucking sealed off tent.
You know, Spielberg wanted you to feel things.
Giving Drew
did.
Barrymore lines.
I hated it, man. I cried when they re-released it in theaters, and I saw that shit. I was sobbing for like the entire second half of the movie.
Not an invasion, though.
No, you're right.
We'll talk about like individual alien characters sometime in the future too, and I bet you he's gonna come up.
Poor E.T.
Meantime, I do have my 3 favorite alien invasion media. I'm gonna go with Mars Attacks. Fucking excellent and so funny. Invader Zim, also funny and hilarious. All of mine are comedies. How did this happen? I don't usually pick all comedies. Because my final's gonna be The World's End, because that's just so good.
Ames is like, I historically do not like fun.
I do hate fun, but these are good fun. These are fun, but my kind of fun.
You know, I tease you, but I don't mean anything by it.
No, I
You
get
know?
it.
I know, but I just hope you know. I wouldn't want
No,
you
you're
to
good.
think
You're
that-
good.
Okay.
As
Well,
long as
I'm
you
glad.
don't do what Jake does and constantly quote fucking Pluto commercials.
No, I'll just bring up Batman at every possible.
Mork and Mindy.
Is that really an invasion?
Mork's like a researcher. or
Yeah, he's an
something.
observer.
What about the Flintstones when the Great Wazoo shows up?
Gazoo.
Whatever, fuck that fucking shit.
Is he an alien or a hallucination?
He's a...
Question for the ages.
Ooh,
Good
fascinating.
point.
Fred discovered psychedelics.
Accidentally.
I mean,
You know
that's
what?
some caveman had to accidentally discover psychedelics.
It was pointed out to me recently that every mushroom is edible at least once.
So what are your 3?
What are my 3? I actually had an answer just a second ago. Let me see. I'm gonna say the Animorphs actually, because I loved that shit as a kid.
I'm glad you're bringing that one up. That's good.
It's good, you know? It's very good. I will say... Oh yeah, I love Resident Alien, so we'll say Resident Alien. Really, I mean, again, Alan Tudyk can just basically do no wrong. And I will say... But the thing is I would say Final Fantasy IV, but I don't love Final Fantasy IV because of that. I love it up till that point. And then I'm like, oh, final boss is a big stupid alien? You know what, I'm good. Because I've beaten it about 20 times. I know what's going to happen. You win. There's a really lame credits thing where the whole cast comes back and they wave. And that's the end of the game. I don't need to fucking fight Zeromus to be disappointed anymore because I've been there and I've done that. So I think I'm instead going to say...
Final Fantasy 7.
No. Fuck me, dude. I had it. I really did. I'm going to say Doctor Who.
Oh, there you go.
Because I think that's very poignant and appropriate, because Doctor Who, I think, was like the first time that I really had to kind of admit that I liked science fiction. Chris dragged me kicking and screaming into enjoying science fiction. And I was like, it's not really science fiction. And he's like, it is literally an alien who travels through time and space fighting
Invading.
other aliens. What do you think it is? And I was like, I don't know, fantasy? And he's like, no, it's science fiction. And I was like, okay, you win, I guess.
Speaking of science fiction that we like, how do you feel about Star Trek Discovery?
I'll tell you how I feel about it. Star Trek disappointing, more like.
Wow.
Oh! Hot take.
Drag 'em.
Oh, man. Okay. Anyway, next week, though, we will be talking about more Star Trek Discovery.
Linus suddenly appears amidst us and goes, oh no, this is a better show, and then badges away.
Oh, yeah, fuck that guy. Oh shit, Ames, I think you gave me the wrong card, because this is a part 3.
Oh no!
Yeah, next week we will be covering a new episode of Star Trek Discovery, Unification 3. Unification 3.
Isn't Unification 2 the last episode of the season?
No,
something?
that's TNG.
Yeah,
Unification
Unification and
2.
Unification 2 were in TNG. That's when Spock is trying to unify
The Romulans and
and the
Vulcans.
Vulcans.
They had
And Sela shows up, and the Duras sisters' titties show up.
Apparently, we're
and-
finally getting a conclusion to that exciting story that we felt was shit.
They better eat the fucking soup finally.
What kind of soup?
It's some kind of Romulan
whatever,
soup.
Romulan soup.
They didn't name it.
Anyway, we will be talking about that next week. Until then, you can catch up on our backlog of over 400 episodes on SoundCloud,
Bro, that's ape shit.
Apple podcasts, YouTube,
I don't
Spotify.
think we're on YouTube, are we?
We are.
We are.
Jake put us there.
Yeah, we're on
Wow,
YouTube.
way to go, man.
The YouTubes.
We
Spotify.
should figure out a way to rig up a recording system so that Ames and I can play Bubsy and be really,
All
really
these-
disappointed
all
by
these kids
it.
these days, they don't like the audio format. They need the video.
I really don't get that.
Neither do I.
I don't understand, because the whole thing about a podcast is it's something that I can digest while driving or cleaning or cooking or doing other shit. I don't want to sit down and look at the stupid faces of the dumb assholes who are telling me their podcast. I just don't.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were
Especially-
talking about face cam for
Hot
Let's
take,
Players.
nobody thinks your podcast hosts are as attractive as you do. Nobody.
It would be so cool if we had secret fans that are like, oh my god.
They don't know what we look like.
They don't.
I know,
they
but they're
don't.
like those dulcet tones.
So angry with Jake right now because that was another reference
Ah.
he snuck in. Like a son of a bitch.
Game changer!
Game changer, Gillette Labs. Anyway, we will be.
I don't even know if that made that in. That's last week's episode, which I haven't edited yet.
Well, Gillette.
Well, now you know it has to make it
no,
in.
we're
Well,
gonna
also,
it
you
can
made
be
a
the
callback to it
post-credits.
earlier today, so you kind of have to.
I was going to cut that sequence.
Oh, well, anyway, next week, until then, find us also on Facebook and Tumblr, SSHB Podcast, SSHBpodcast.com. You can find us on Blue
Internet.
Sky as well, SSHB Podcast. And, hit us up. Send us a webmail or an internet mail. Whatever.
Slide into our DMs.
Slide into our big M's. Well, until then, anyway, my name has been Jake.
This is Chris.
This has been
And
Ames.
this is always Caitlin.
Hack, hack.
There's a Venn diagram, and it's Mars Attacks, and Bill the Cat, and Kathy. And the middle piece is Ack!
That's true. That's true.
I don't know where the rest of the overlaps are. There may be some, but does Kathy cough up hairballs? I don't really know.
By the way, since I'm cutting this anyway, I got a fucking Gillette Labs ad the other day.
Gillette Labs!
Oh!
Yeah.
Game changer!